I'll steal your line if you don't sell it the same way.
Or, this movie, a lot more questions than answers.
That is for sure. In fact, I think that's the subtitle. No escape room. A lot more questions than answers.
No escape room. What's really going on?
No escape room. Did we just break our own plot?
It's like, I see what it wants to do. I see what it's trying to do. But when it goes to execute it, man, it's like pooping standing up. That's the sensation you get. Because nothing good's coming of it. Nothing.
I can't actually see what it's trying to do. Because it does so much wrong. It's just like, here's a little of this, here's a little of that. I'm like, all right, pick a fucking lane, movie. Pick a fucking lane. Okay? Because I am struggling to care about any of these characters. Like, I only cared about Boobs McGee, and you took her from me in a shit fuck way. So,
yeah, they did do that.
They did. I mean, everyone was really actually honestly taken in a shit fuck way. So, like, now that I think about, like, really, like, is this even a horror movie, Kevin?
I think it's
is
more
it
of
even a thriller?
I think it's more of one of those. I think like the kids call them a confusion movies, where they watch them and go,
I'm real confused. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know, go to business school or something now. That's how confused I am.
It's one of those subgenre. It's a subgenre of the horror genre called the escape room genre. Not to be confused with the Escape Room 1 and 2 Championship Edition that came out somewhere else, probably in the theater.
Champions!
You went to see that. You're like, no escape room? Is this the third one?
No, escape room's a common term now. I'm going to say, Lindsay, I know you're listening to this because you fucking asked us to watch this movie. I will now never do an escape room because of this movie. I have zero interest in doing a real escape room. Not because I'm afraid of being trapped in this movie, but just because that's how disinterested I am after this movie. Like, I don't feel anyone should ever do an escape room. I think we should just let it die, like Laser Tag did. Let's movie.
Yeah, it's no escape room, Dustin.
No escape room? Are you sure?
No escape from this podcast unless you just gently lean over and hit stop.
Autoplay, you got me again.
Jenny Ross is Karen. It's Mark. Yeah. Oh, geez. It's some people. You've seen them around. You maybe not. If you see some Hallmark movies, they probably reared their head. This was TV 14, if I remember correctly. So, a
I
sci-fi.
had it as not rated.
Oh, I had
Does it even go to the theaters?
It's an NBC. It's sci-fi channel.
Oh God.
Yeah, you didn't notice the TV Hallmark quality the second it kicked in?
Well, I didn't understand the huge, like...
Understanding and not having that take place will run rampant through this movie.
No, the weird commercial break feel it had at times.
Oh, yeah, because it was... That was an aesthetic choice we chose to kind of confuse.
I kind of thought it was. I did not realize the SIFA fucking produced this shit, so...
Yeah, it's a TV movie.
I feel bamboozled even more now by this whole experience.
Mm-hmm. I guess it's on Netflix as of 2021. You can check it out there if you're so inclined. Yeah, this is what happens when you go big rigging out with your daughter to the pony farm, and the pony farm no worky, and she's got corded Beats headphones. I was like, what are we, poor? Like, that was very upset with her headphones.
He's a fucking weekend dad. All
No,
right.
he's like a monthly
A
dad.
monthly dad. Yeah, you're right. He's a monthly dad. You don't got fucking money. Alimony is milking him dry.
Dude, he's
Also,
such
Cool Girl. If you follow Cool Girl Instagram, they all wear the corded headphones. I've read several articles.
cords are back, right? That's
Yeah,
from
they're
what I
yeah they're trying
understand.
to tell us. They're like, oh, cords are back.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
well.
No,
I mean,
no. You don't even have to care
well,
about the audio quality. It's like, no.
okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, he's I don't, is what we call around the way dad. Like
Yeah.
he's so out of her life. I think they use first names. Like they're literally
It's
strangers.
how come every time he said hun to her, I got like, ooh, pedo.
I was like, are they
Like,
dating?
ooh.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it
the
was so
daughter.
and he was just like, hun, I mean, Karen, and like the room looked at him like, did you just call her hun? Why'd you,
Oh,
why'd
that's
you
his
say it like
daughter?
that?
Oh,
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't buy it.
shooketh. I'm shooketh.
Shook it to my core. I would like to yell awake and leave the room now.
And
Okay.
not only were they just kind of a little bit of an awkward pairing, is she the meanest person ever?
Yeah.
And I was like, God, you're such.
She's like, I don't even give a fuck about ponies, Dad. He was just like, all right, shit.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The ponies were closed today. It's like, Dad, you drove 30 miles into buttfuck nowhere. You didn't check on the ponies' hours.
Yeah. Well,
We're
he
all
doesn't like cell phones, Kevin, because this movie starts very anti-cell phone, and then by the end you're like, no, I will never give up my cell phone. Cell phone stays with me.
It was. I think it was pretty pro cell phone, dude.
Yeah,
Everyone
no,
was
it was at the end, the beginning. He was just like, "Goddamn cell phone almost got you killed, Karen." Okay, hun. Okay, hun. All right, you want to fucking put the phone down? I got hit by a semi truck that was nowhere near you.
So that's the problem with the movie. So we're off a date, daddy daughter day, and
No,
then
it's date day.
we're
She's like this weird old pedo paid for the day, and he wanted me to ride horses with him. What a freak!
you fucking fruitcake. I hate you. So he's driving. He's doing his best to be the quarterly dad, or he shows up 4 times a year.
I mean, he's phoning it in to
He's
use
like,
another
so
phone reference.
you read a book to do a school report. What was it about? War and Peace? No, my God, Dad, you're so stupid.
My God, yeah, it was 3 fucking weeks ago. He's like, I know, it's almost like the last time we saw each other, it was relevant, and now it's not. And I
Oh my God, Dad,
got a really regretting that lawyer I got.
you're telling
really,
the viewers that you're a bad dad.
but that you're also interested. And he's like, you never wear the necklace I gave you. I thought you liked it. I was like, hey, fucking quarterback dad, just shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, Dad, necklaces.
Necklaces, you expect me to wear it every day. Doesn't even go with me. God.
She is so annoyed that he has a heartbeat. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
okay.
Teenagers.
Who do I like? Do you guys die immediately?
I didn't like fucking quarterback dad. I was just like, come on, man. Like, why are you trying so hard?
That's the best part, Dustin. You're not gonna like anyone, and I guarantee it. So
I like
driving
Boobs McGee. Okay. I like to look at Boobs McGee. I didn't actually like her.
There's another character down the road. She's very nice to look at.
Yeah.
But she's like everyone's real dumb.
Yeah.
Just on a level of dumb where you're like,
they're so smart and yet so stupid as fuck.
You guys are dumb, right?
Yeah.
So we're out here at Big Reagan. Pony farm's closed down, so no ponies. And so what are we supposed to do? He's like, I don't even know where we're at. But Dad, you're driving like a Ford or something. Is it going to break down? He's like, there we go.
It's a Ford Escape, ironically. Oh,
don't read into that. He's like, you know what? It's a rental. They pull over. He's like, hey, you want to get off that Joe Rogan podcast and give me a fucking rag from the trunk? And she's like, what, Dad?
Do you honestly think that guy had rags in his trunk?
He didn't look like a rag guy to me. He looked like a Better Call AAA guy to me.
Yeah, I was like, why are you even pretending?
Quarterly Dad doesn't have rags on his car.
No, the quarterly dad definitely does not. Quarterly dad is wearing rags. He's just like, this is all I can afford because your mother Oh, your mother, the goddamn lawyer. They took me for so much. They took me so much. She's like, can we talk about anything else other than you sucking at law? You fucking quarterly dad. He's just like, oh, he moaned flesh and blood. Hand me the rags. I gotta wipe my tears and I don't know, pretend I know what I'm doing under a hood.
Why can't we just do the whole, hey, I think it's looking good. Won't you go ahead and crank it? That's classic.
Seriously.
It's classic. I got the engine going. You want to give me a crank? Not like that, for the engine. And she was like, yeah, Dad.
Huh, hun?
So she goes to do it out there, and he's like, hey, you dumb. Was that tow truck for us? Because he was going like 80.
Was
And
that
I
a
was
tow
like,
truck? I thought it was like a bus or something.
it was a
or
tow truck.
Semi-truck.
So I was like, oh, they're dead, because here, like, hearing voices, they're dead. This is going to be a loop. That's the first thing I thought. The very first thing. There's no other characters. There's no other nothing. I was like, it's Sixth Sensing. They're dead. They're going to loop this. I called it, because she's hearing whispers and shit. Like, she's just in this like other realm. And I was like, yeah, we've already done this. There never was a pony farm. So they go to a diner and they're like, hey, what do you got for slop around here? And I don't want to be that guy, Dustin. I know it's hard to make anything, movies, video, television, whatever. It's probably a single camera shoot, but man, don't have your characters have their arms up and down, and it drove me crazy, dude.
Not as much as when that dolly, like that actual truck dolly, was in the shot.
Well, that was fine, because I was like, oh, you had a boo-boo?
Was that?
You had a boo-boo?
They had a boo-boo for like fucking 5 minutes of film. Like, it was just there. And I was like, maybe that's supposed to be there? I'm telling myself, hoping that's the answer. And then it disappeared. I was like, nope.
No,
they left it in.
This is a closed set.
This is TV movie using. Making sense now.
So, Dad, what are we supposed to do out here? Like, Pony Farm's closed, and I don't know. And he's like, let me go to the old paper to see what the kids are into. I want to pull it up on the
fuck is pulling up a local newspaper? Let's see, I got an advertisement for an abandoned miniature golf place. He looks at hers. Before she can even react, he's like, oh, I guess that's fucking out. I was just like,
the old man loves miniature golf. You want to take that from him, too?
She literally heard the word miniature golf and looked up at him, and he was just like, oh, it's fucking out. It's out. It's out. I mean, the movie's not called No Mini Golf.
What a movie. They just don't go. They just like, well,
they just like talk about it a lot. They're like, yeah, you remember like the castle shot fire and shit? Yeah, we're not going to go.
Yeah. So, what do kids like to do? I'm going to go ahead and look at this paper here. God, Dad, we know we just love to hate on dads. And he's like, well, we already did that for the day. Maybe we'll find something fun for the old man. I was like, titty bar. Go to a titty bar. Just do it, dude. You're out there big rigging. Just leave her in the car or something. Who cares?
The car's being worked on.
Leave her there. Have her help.
Well,
get her behind the grill, dude. Get her cooking. I don't know. Pay for that tab. So we go through like, you want to go to the roller rink? No. You want to go to the,
bowling?
You want to go bowling? Yeah. You want to go throw sticks at monkeys at the zoo? She's like, I don't know. Is there an escape room in there?
We're like in Northern California. I said, no.
I might as well be dead. And he's like, sure as shit. Let's go to the escape room. Oh, yeah. Megan, Bonnie, Susan, and Raphael, they all said those are cool. I didn't go with them because I'm not cool. That's good. Maybe because you talk like that. You're unbearable.
It's because I was with you that weekend. Quarterly dad.
You ruined everything. So and then I was going to say nurse, but the diner waitress walks up and she's like, oh, you're going to that creepy old escape room where no one lives and everyone dies and murder just screams throughout the hallways. And they're like, oh, shit. Yeah, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I spit that burger and I pissed in that salad. I'm fucking with you. I'm the wacky fucking.
Did you think the vinaigrettes tasted weird? He's like, I told you it smelled like piss.
I told you, hon. Coochie garette. It was her cooch garette. Is that a thing? A trademark that.
Gross. Yeah, and then she's just like, tell him Betsy sent you.
They never did. I would have been screaming.
They never did because there was no one to tell that to, Kevin. Betsy sent me. What does that get me? Do I get 5 more minutes to solve the problem?
Betsy say?
I wanted to sit down and be like, did Betsy say you guys too? They're just like, who the fuck's Betsy, you freak?
Yeah,
He's
dude.
like, oh, okay, never mind, rude.
I ate the veggie salad. They're like, what? I'm like, I don't know. It was on the menu.
It tasted sick. I don't
Was
know.
I supposed to not order it or?
It tasted sad like me. I just did it. I'm a quarterly dad.
So they both agree and just take this weird British Uber cab thing.
Yeah.
I was like, where are we?
Why can't you have him drop us off at the door, Dad?
That costs
he's
more,
like,
dumb bitch.
It costs more. I was like, no, that's how all fucking ride shares and taxis. They're not just like, oh, let me drop you off at the front fucking door, milady, miss sir. He's just like, get the fuck out. We're not paying this guy to be in the movie. We had to have a line to explain why we didn't show the taxi driver. Come on.
Yeah, it was really kind of. I would have just really been fine if they just walked around the corner. I'd been like, yeah, I get it.
They literally were dropped off at the driveway and walked like 30 feet. It's just like, I can't believe I gotta do that.
So you get there and it's just like a house. It's like a old timey Victorian designed home, I guess. They walk in there, they knock, they just enter because they're our main characters. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
And they go, hey man, we're here to get spooked at the old escape room. Hello. And then I was like, it's literally like no one's opened a window, turned on a light. It's kind of going for this like ambiance, haunted house vibe, but kind of really doesn't work.
Old and dusty. That's what I felt.
And then I don't want to say she was a terrible actress, but
no, you should say that.
I just don't want to
She failed every time she was on screen, so
which was
multiple times.
Yeah, she just comes up. I think she's doing a gimmick, like an accent. She's dressed in like, I don't know, old clothes. She looks like a pilgrim or something.
It is. It's very pilgrimy. It's almost like they were like, hey, costume designer, you got anything Victorian era? And she's like, well, they didn't really wear that in Northern California during that time. Okay, how about like a Oregon Trail type person? Okay, yep, all right. Fuck it. Okay, let's go with this. Perfect. All right.
She's wearing a key around her neck. She's talking like an asshole, but she kind of jump scares, comes out of nowhere. But
I mean, she legit only scared the father.
Yeah,
I wasn't scared. I was just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's supposed to, like, that's what I felt like they were going for, but
yeah. The dad was like, hey, whoa, motherfucker, I didn't read the script. And he was just like, I'll fucking punch you if you touch Karen. Karen, hun, you okay? He's like, you want to bang in my trailer later? I'm a creeper. I just got a real creeper vibe with him. I was just like, I don't buy that you're her father, but I do buy that you're molesting her.
We'll have to drop that angle.
I can't. That's what I thought the whole time. Like when he wanted to fight that guy, he was just like, I'll fight you for Karen. I was just like,
well, it just gets weirder later on. So like Karen's a real hard age to peg because of the way they dress her and do a bunch of her stuff.
Under adult custody, Kevin.
Oh man, we forgot at the diner. She goes into the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Before they bolt to the escape room, she's in the bathroom for like 45 minutes, and he's like, "Are you okay in there?" He's like,
"Yeah."
You got to do a number two.
She stares at a light. She takes the necklace out, pretends to wear it, and then hears something fall, and then
Betty's taking like a upper decker, and she comes out, and she's like, "It's one of the perks of the job," and she doesn't wash her hands very well. Everyone,
no, she doesn't. I was like, "Oh my god!"
And she touches her food.
She did a rinse and dash. She was just like,
"Oh, dude, I don't even know if they were rinsed." She kind of got him near some water and left.
I mean, yeah, she rinsed some germs into the sink and then
kept
the rest for later.
I was waiting for Karen to be like, bro, employees must wash hands."
I hate when someone doesn't say something like, hey.
It's too late. She already ate here, so she's already eaten the pee-pee poo-poo.
Save the next person, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
And so
she has like a spooky moment in the bathroom, and that's when I literally thought, I was like, "Oh, we'll be back here with this loop. They're dead."
I honestly forgot about the bathroom.
Well, it's forgettable, but then when it goes, they go back and revisit it. You're like, "Oh, I see."
Yeah, I wasn't like, I was like, oh, I see. We have a limited amount of sets.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
thought. I was like,
Well, and I was like fine with it, but it's I assume they want to do this foreshadowing. They're trying to set this tone that this is an eerie, creepy movie, but absolutely nothing happens that way. Like
yeah.
at all. Like there's moments in here where you're like, is this what tension is this trying to build up? Like
There's no tension. This was the most relaxed movie I think I've watched in several years. Like I didn't feel any tension from the movie. I didn't feel scared for the characters. I
well, the
didn't,
characters didn't. There's only
you
one
know.
character. They all take turns just being uncomfortable. And no one else feels the same energy. They just kind of look at him like, "What are you doing? Why are you being so bothered by what we're doing right now?" And they're
We've been
trying to
doing the same
explain it.
thing for the whole movie. What's wrong with you? They're just like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
So
My boobs are itchy. It's like, all right, we'll fucking itch him, okay? Pex McGee.
that
And he's
happens.
just like, ah.
So Michael and Karen, she's the girl, I think her name is Jody, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
She's the host. You figure she's gonna be, walking them through the escape room, giving them the rules, telling them what the gimmick is for the room, which does kind of take place. They go into this waiting room. They meet three other people. There's White Shirt Muscles, and then there's the couple.
There's Boobs McGee and Tyler, okay?
Uh,
And Tyler gets a name because that's how fucking forgettable he is.
it's
'Cause
Tyler,
so
yeah,
just
Tyler and Melody is I think her name was, or whatever.
Boobs McGee.
Yeah, and then Andrew guy, he's all
Yeah.
like on the
Pex
yeah.
McGoogleheimer.
I think that was on his ID. So they're all sitting there and just kind of being schmucky, I guess. Like the girls
Yeah.
like um whatever her name was, Melody. She's like, "Oh, it's my birthday, and Tyler's here, and we do what I want for my birthday." And Tyler's just like, "I'm on my phone. I don't care about anything." She's like, "Oh my God, this is my time to shine."
Yeah,
And,
Tyler's doing crypto or some shit. He's just like, oh man, no, I gotta move this crypto. Buy your Ethereum.
he's like, "You know
Yeah, before
what?
the 2.0 hard hits, you gotta do it.
You gotta hold it. You gotta hold." Yeah,
Gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I gotta fucking sell right now though. Sell, sell, sell.
you gotta buy the dip.
Yeah,
Ah, broke.
he was so believable on that fucking phone. Like they were just like, hey man, just bring your real phone and go pretend you don't want to be here. He's like, done and done.
And then Andrew, I think that was his name, if I remember.
I don't know.
Andrew.
Just call him Pex.
He was I guess he was supposed to be like a red herring. I don't know what he was doing in this whole movie. That's the thing, everyone. There's nobody's motivation. The Andrew character
Yeah.
acts like he'd rather be anywhere else on the earth than right there
Yeah.
in that room, getting these scrolls handed out that have all the rules and regulations. They're
That
getting
no one
served
reads.
that no one reads. It's all written in like just the tightest cursive I've ever seen. And it's almost illegible. They come around with this dry ice in these cups. It's supposed to be this chai tea or something. One character remarks.
Chai tea with the. It was Andrew. He was just like, chai tea.
And they're literally smoking. I'm like, I've never seen anything do that I should consume. This isn't one of those gimmick like cocktail bars where just cool drinks are flying out. I was like, I don't know what this is.
Yeah, that was just straight up dry ice, and they were just
Yeah.
like, let's just pretend to drink it. We don't need any of you getting. Okay, we're gonna need a second Andrew. The first Andrew fucking burned his mouth. He's a fucking idiot, and then that's how
the
that
thing,
guy
dude.
got the role.
Like that was kind of corny to me, and I was like, is this is like a Goosebumps? This felt like a Goosebumps to me, but
Yeah,
Goosebumps are like I had a Goosebumps vibes up and down, but
yeah, that's accurate.
and I was like, is this like kind of being lighthearted with this kind of goofy tea and the scrolls and the parchment or whatever they sign off with
And
quills
this
and
ring
everything.
video.
And
Yeah, and the dad's like, "Whoa, don't drink that. You don't know what's in it." And I was like,
I was kind of like, yeah, he's
why are
right.
you here? I mean, he's right, but like, why are you here?
And no one's enjoying the fun of the room. Everyone's
Oh
just
no,
everyone's just like everyone's angry. I feel like
let me fucking escape, okay? Just let me. Yeah, birthday girl's like, oh, I can't wait till we work as a team and really come together.
Yeah, she's too into it.
Yeah, Tyler's just like, I don't like spooky shit, babe. Like, babe, I don't like spooky shit. And then
Yeah.
Pex is like, I'm working on my social skills or something. I'm eclectic. I've traveled the world.
Yeah, everyone, congratulations. This is your
And I've ended
motivation,
up
and
in
these are your
Fresno.
characters for an hour and 30 minutes. Enjoy this.
I'm here in Fresno now at this escape room.
And everyone's like, cool.
Maybe it's Stockton. I don't actually know where I am. I'm kind of a wandering drunk too.
And everyone just starts kind of sort of dialoguing while the Josie girl walks around and just explain that there's an inventor and this is the creepy room. They do paintings and experiments, and you got to get a key to continue to the next room until I guess you get out.
You gotta get out before the inventor comes back.
Yeah, because he's out running errands and he's just like, bro, I swear to God, if someone's trying to escape my room when I get back,
Swear to God, if someone showed up and they're trying to get out before I'm there to be a good host, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm gonna fuck them up real good.
plenty pissed.
They better not go into my morgue. They better not go into my morgue. I swear to fucking God, they go into my morgue, I'm gonna be pissed.
So they just start, everyone starts kind of just riffing, and like the Andrew guy is getting a real too, like kind of picking up on the daughter.
Yeah.
He like Karen, like they're kind of
He's like, so
they're vibing a
so
little too hard. Not like he's cool
yeah.
older guy, but I'm like, what age is Karen? I'm very, very, very confused. And the dad's kind of like, hey man, put it away for summer, bro. That's my daughter. And
That's
he's
my
like,
daughter. I'm tickling her pickle. Okay.
and then
Oh,
he's
creepy
like,
dad.
what's up with you, Dad? You're a downer. And then the daughter's like, yeah, he is. Ha ha ha. Let's laugh. And I was like, who do I like here? What am I doing? What are these characters?
Yeah.
What is this shit? So they go into the first room. They're like, "Oh, did it start? I don't know." But yeah, look, there's these little flappy time clock things. We got this much time. I'm the birthday girl. Let's have fun, y'all.
Yeah.
So
And
they
then they
get
proceed to waste a lot of time.
yeah, the first room. They get the clue. They're trying to figure it out. It's basically they got to rearrange these masks on the wall. Everyone has these little candle lanterns that kind of go out the window halfway through the
Instantly.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, well, fuck that prop.
Yeah.
And they're playing records. The two of them are making fun of everything. The birthday girl's the only one really trying. They figure out the sequence that the masks need to go into, and that triggers another thing. And then they figure out the lamp has an ultraviolet light, that a black light or whatever that can
Yeah.
pick up the numbers.
The invisible ink.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, okay, look, this picture opened up. Oh, we need a
Yeah.
combination. Oh, the combos. It's like it's kind of like I will say it's kind of crafted where it was least themed correctly. I mean, I thought the record was a bit of a bullshit,
Yeah.
but
They happened to pick this one. They both agreed that they like this band. And he was just like, I prefer their greatest hits. And she's just like, huh, me too, I guess. And he's just like, they don't have a greatest hits. Called you out. I'm a gatekeeper. I was just like, Jesus, Andrew. She's just a kid.
I write for Pitchfork. And so you're like, okay, whatever. I just kind of it wasn't really like puzzles or anything that you could get involved in as the viewer. The goal wasn't to be like engaged with the room as well. They figure everything out. They open up the safe that's in the wall. There's another key so they can advance. Meanwhile, it's like Tyler or whatever his name is, Tyler's really not engaged by anything. He's like so distracted. So he like kind of pouts like the whole time he's there. I'm like, bro, your girlfriend wanted to do this. It sounds like you guys have been together a long time. Just fucking do it. It's her birthday, you dick. It comes once a year. Just have a good time. Just pretend you give a shit. Be a supportive boyfriend. I fucking hate you.
No, he was a shit fuck boyfriend. Yeah. And then he puts on one of the masks and starts seeing like worms in his skin. And I don't know. I forget what he saw over her, but he like freaks out. And then she's just like, are we going to have a repeat of the last 19 fucking escape rooms we've been to? Are we? He's like, you know, I don't like these. Stop bringing me to fucking escape rooms. And at that point, I went, no, she's a bad girlfriend because she knows they've done 19 of these.
Dustin.
And then on her birthday, she's like, we're going for 20, motherfucker. And he was like, please
You're gonna
no
finish one.
anything but that. And she was like, we're going. No,
they're a bad couple. How are you guys still together?
No couples were believable in this at all.
Are you just
no
break
dad,
up?
daughter? No. This couple? No.
Just break
Andrew and the
up.
daughter, no.
You know what? Like, if you would have had all these people are drawn to this escape room, they don't know each other. They kind of reveal, like, you know, pissy daughter Kara. She's just there because she wants answers. Or, this escape room is supposed to answer, your biggest questions in your life or something creepy or whatever.
Did
And
my
then,
parents get a divorce because of me? It's just like, yes,
but I don't.
absolutely.
Having them kind of semi know each other, not know each other, do like a Saw thing because you really wanted to do the Saw gimmick when they went to different rooms with the
Oh my
gears.
god, yeah.
I was like, do something like that where they're forced to work together to
And
get
the
out of the room.
toilet. I was like, stole this from Saw, you guys. The
No, I
first
think
one.
I think putting your hand in a toilet is pretty universal. And it
That's
was
universal language for gross.
the second one technically, but I got you.
That was the
Um,
first one.
second one with all the needles in it, that was pretty cool.
No, the first one they had a toilet too.
Yeah, you know what? Everyone's got a toilet, okay?
The first one had a toilet, okay?
Saw's not special.
No, it's not, but I only remember the first one and the needle thing from the second one.
Yeah, if you're into Saw, you could check out Saw Spiral. We talked about that a while ago. If you haven't watched it or remotely curious to see what these buttholes think, check it out. So we're actually into the second room now,
Yeah.
and it's kind of gimmicked and themed a little bit as well. We get a lot of just wandering around. Like, no one's really engaged with it. The dad's just kind of watching this other guy, like, creep on his daughter. The
Yeah.
couple's just not really doing much. The birthday girl's trying.
Tyler
And
sits down instantly and like smacks away a creepy doll. He's like, ew, gross.
yeah,
Victorian era.
he's just real. He's just a dirty diaper. That's all he
Yeah.
is.
So, and then they figure out that this phone can, the inventors used it to talk to the afterlife. And I was like, don't let that phone call anyone, please.
Yeah, it's calling. It's ring-a-ding-a-dinging.
Yeah. It's ring-a-ding-a-ding, and she's just like, it's just my voice on a loop. You catching the theme? Maybe Kevin mentioned it. Pay attention, everybody. Because the movie's not.
Everybody's like, nah, we're good.
We're done. This came out in 2018. We moved on with our life. And then she's like, is Tyler there? Put Ty on. And she's like, it's for you, hun.
But it sounds like me.
Yeah, it's just so dumb because it was like, ugh.
Like, you know what? Like, I will
later.
say this part, I was like, okay, what are you trying to do, movie? I'm mildly interested in this. What can you do now? And it was like, I hope you're sitting down, Kevin, because this character is going to disobey this character, and this character is going to say this character's name for about 35 minutes. Yeah. And you're going to be like, I don't care if they ever see each other again.
Yeah, because I never believed they were in love. So, yeah. So Ty's on the phone, and she's just like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry. I don't know what this is. It's not what it seems. Run away."
Real vague, yeah.
Yeah, it's real vague, and what it doesn't make any sense is, spoiler. We get to the scene where that character's saying that, and it's like, you wouldn't have any of this information to present then anyway. So, why did you say any of this? Like, the movie failed in that instance for me, but and then Ty's just like, fucking, I can't do this. I can't be nagged at by two fucking women.
He breaks.
Yeah,
He breaks pretty quick.
He's like, awake, awake, awake.
Awake is their safe word when things get a little too escapey, spooky, real.
So he's snatched from the room, and they're locked down there. And she's like, Tyler, it's my birthday, you motherfucker. He's like, I told you don't take me to number 20. I told you.
Selfish bastard.
So, and then they gotta, I don't know, they figure out the room. I forget they do some typewriter thing, which I was just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy never heard of a space bar. What a dick. Oh yeah, they turn on like the radio, and the radio just starts listing letters, and they have to decrypt it by typing into the typewriter. Which I was like, all right, that's fine.
I mean, it sounds like it'd be fun if it wasn't surrounded by such bad acting.
Yeah, or if I was doing it myself or something, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Oh, maybe we'll get you one of those rooms yet.
Nah, I'm good. I lived vicariously through this, and it was disappointing, so I'm done. And they get the saying, and I was like, I think he missed some letters. I don't know.
I mean, he got it.
It was like, what was it, 4 to midnight or 5 to midnight?
I don't
4.
recall.
I think it was 4 because there's only 4 of them in the room at that time. And so the Karen is just like, for a lot of clocks in this room, this one ain't working. And I was just like, oh yeah, the giant grandfather clock. Oh, I bet that's got nothing to do with the plot. And so she fucks with the hands and pop, boom, pow, we got a key.
There you go.
And it leads to a closet.
Oh, Tyler's out of the movie, by the way.
Yeah, he's done.
He made it through the I gotta go door.
Yeah. No, I said that. I said he gets snatched out of the room and then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, but Kevin's not wrong. He's out of the movie. Like,
he's out.
We'll see him act poorly still yet one more time, but for the most part, he's out of the movie. And so then they open this closet and they're just like, fucking closet, this is bullshit. Look for a key. And I didn't really understand that, Kevin. Why did it lead to the closet? Because Jodie's in there, covered with a couple of coats.
She's on her 15.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I'm trying to take a break here, guys. Like, I live here. There's no escape from this job.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
I should have stayed at school. My dad was right.
Should have just kept working at McDonald's, to be quite honest. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? She's bleeding. And she's like, find the master key. And then the closet shuts. And at this point, Kevin, I have no idea how they're supposed to defeat this room. Like, if we're playing this straight still, and we ignore what they do next, how are they supposed to defeat this room?
I don't know, man. I don't know if there was like a supernatural element is going to go into full swing here, or they were never supposed to maybe I don't know. I was just like, well, fuck you, movie.
Fuck you, movie, and fuck you, Jodie.
Yeah.
So they are all a little miffed. 3 of them believe that Jodie is bleeding out in the closet and dead. And birthday girl's just like, nah, she's a little cheesy. And I was like, hey. Yeah. None of you are good actors. So just like, maybe go easy on her. All right. You're all like, it's like punching across the room, not punching down or up. Okay. So, and then they find like a window that's open and Peck Guggenheimen, he's just like, too bad no one could fit through that window. I was like, except for that tiny teenage girl behind me.
Yeah.
Trying to bang. I was just like, what the
survey
fuck?
the room, asshole.
Yeah. I was like, okay. And then she's like, Dad, I could do it. And Dad's like, no, you can't do it. She's like, Dad, I could do it. He's like, all right, but you gotta make sure you listen to me. Don't fuck around out there.
Favorite part. Keep talking to me when you're on the other side. Yeah. The very first thing she does.
Fucking silent. She's like, I may as well be in a bathroom at a fucking gas station again.
You know what? That's what happens when you send the most disobedient character.
Karen, HUD, are you there? Are you there? Can I get a ooh, come on, answer back.
Can I get
answer
a
back?
Ooh.
Yeah. I say biscuit, you say sauce, biscuit. You're not saying sauce. I don't know you're there. Come on. What's a biscuit sauce? I don't know what kids are into.
Sir, I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah. He's like, biscuit sauce? What the fuck's wrong with you? I panicked. It's the first thing I could think of. They're just like, you're a quarterly dad, aren't you? He's like, oh, fuck, everyone knows. Yeah, she's just like, I'm fucking fine after like 25 minutes of staring. And
the problem is, dude, she's like all of a sudden in this really poorly lit, dusty hallway.
Yeah.
If she sees something going on, there's some sort of movement or something. It's when you take it's kind of a toss up, but I'm going to say when you take our most unlikable character and have her start moving the story forward, and she's like, even if you let it all go, you're like, all right, whatever, I'm into it. And the characters are like, hey, dude, we're going to throw you over there. You gotta be a dude and not be a bro. And she's like, whatever, I do what I want. And you're like, oh my God, you're being a fucking bro right now.
You're being a real fucking bro right now, Karen.
We need you to be a dude.
A dude. Be a dude. She's like, I'm gonna bro it up, man.
Yeah, she goes broing it up.
She's like, I might even be a bruv. You don't even know. I might be a bruv when I'm over there.
doesn't. She wanders so far away from everyone. She
Yeah,
goes into this. It's supposed to be
there's
what
that
is.
other jump scare first where like a hand hits the window, and again, she's the only one frightened. Everyone else is fine. And Dad's like, Karen, what's the matter? Talk to me. What happened? She's like, I'm fine. I'm like, you just say that you just saw someone smack a hand, you dumb
Hey,
bastard.
Karen, can you come back and try to open the fucking door?
She doesn't even
We
try the
don't even
doorknob.
acknowledge the door. She just leaves, and I'm
She's just
like,
like, yeah, it's still locked, guys. Sorry. Just
I'm
leaves.
gonna
She's like,
go. I'm gonna go to the front desk and put a complaint in with management. Oh, you are a Karen, you piece of shit. So she wanders and she goes into the creepy lab or
foyer first. She goes into the
oh
foyer because we gotta see Jody walk around going, look for the master key. Karen,
just like okay.
did you hear me? You're really bad at responding, Karen. I'm gonna have to say it again. Look for the master key. And Karen's just like, what? I can't hear you because like I'm doing my own
She
thing.
didn't have her headphones on, everybody. They
Yeah.
took all the technology and they put them in a lockbox so they couldn't cheat.
Yeah, I love how those headphones magically fit after they moved over to Tyler. Like someone was just like, okay, it's really bugging me that she threw the headphones in like that. Can we fix that? Can we fix that? Thanks a lot, Karen, you fucking jackass.
So you figure this is going to be another scary part where she's in like the
Yeah.
inventor's, I don't know,
It's
morgue, I
yeah, it's the
guess,
morgue
or his sciencey
thing.
lab, but it's like there's a skeleton torso there, there's a dirty toilet, And so she goes in there, the door closes behind her. Doors love to close behind you in this movie, like
Yeah.
instantly, because that's scary.
Yeah.
She goes in here and she's literally the only hope for our other characters to do anything. She goes inside a closet and hides
Well, she goes
for,
inside the rollout for the morgue and hides
for
for
25
25 minutes.
minutes. The
And I
other characters are
really
like, is the movie over?
yeah. So they just take the grandfather clock
Use it as a
and
battling ram.
break the door, and like these guys, they made them work for this. Like they had to talk and coordinate. They're like, okay, on three, okay, we want to do a practice one. Okay, that was good. All right, let's
Over
put a
there,
real
use your knees, not your back. All right,
yeah.
here. If
All
this is
right,
a real guy at the
let's put
clock,
some
we would
real
be
effort
like,
into this one.
oh, no,
Okay,
pure oak, pure honey oak. Oh, this
okay,
is really, really heavy. We need
all right,
everyone. Birthday girl was like, what are you doing?
yeah. He's like, hey, can we put it down? I gotta adjust my hands. Okay, good. All right, all right. On three
Oh,
again.
I'm
Want to
sweating. I'm sweating.
practice?
I'm slipping. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. We won't get it with this. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. We don't got enough room. Birthday girl, can you move this table?
Birthday girl, can you fuck off for a second? You're a little too close.
Oh,
Either
I'm
help
sorry.
push or get the fuck out of the way. Come
I'm
on.
sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to see what you were doing.
Andrew was like, come on, great communication with you, sir. I appreciate it. Hey, Andrew, appreciate you. Let's
Appreciate
bust
you.
down this door.
Hey, did we just
It
become
was
best
like
friends?
they did for a minute there. I was just like, man, they're really good at fucking breaking doors together.
I'd hire those guys to raise a house in Amish country.
Yeah. And then they stupidly leave the battering ram in the room. They don't take the battering ram with
Who's
them.
walking
Get
around
out.
with a baby grandfather?
I would at least leave it in the hallway so I know where to go to get it when I need to break down the next fucking door, Kevin, because then he's just like, Karen, hon. Just that's all this motherfucker says the whole fucking movie.
That's all he says. And this is facts. He got paid per Karen. I found his contract, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he's not hurting for money, everyone.
Nah, he retired on that shit.
He's doing real big things now.
Eventually, I think they all find themselves in that one room. They find like a projector.
It's the Ring spooky movie room again, where they rewatch the, I don't know, art house college film thing.
Yeah, it's totally just the Ring.
Here's another thing, man. With like horror movie tropes, it's not scary.
Yeah, it's not.
Watching an eyeball up close and have it refocus and then showing me like a dead rat in black and white, I don't care.
Yeah. Here's someone's dirty hand covered in grease. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, showing me veins really close up and a monkey falling out of a tree. I don't care.
I mean, I care about that. That's hilarious.
He's sleeping, he falls out and hits. He's like, oh, I'm okay.
He's like, I'm okay. Little embarrassed, but I'm fine.
It'd been better if like it just showed the ape in the enclosure and the lady's sunglasses fell in there, and Abe takes them and puts them on.
Just put them on. It's like, I'm fucking sassy now.
I think that was in the film, and I was just like, oh, okay, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Those sunglasses look expensive.
But this film is just showing us what we're already have seen or something. I think it's showing us what Karen was doing because it's just recycling the footage we're watching.
All right,
And the dad's just like, this sound is pissing me off. It just turns it off.
We're still solving clues to get out of the room. He's just so pissed off about everything in this particular room.
He's like, oh, that fucking fan is gonna bother me. Like he's like, if that fucking breeze hits my head one more time, I knew I should have wore a hat. Fucking Karen. She made me not wear the hat. She said it made me look like an old dad.
Yeah. Well, he got real mad when the pony farm was closed and he threw his hat at the door of the pony farm. He was like, never again.
Yeah, what fucking pony horseback riding is just like, nah, we're closed on weekends. You know, it's like prime horse. No, get us Monday through Friday, you know? We're a Monday through Friday fucking business. Horseback riding.
We're closed on the weekends and every day's the weekend with your pony farm.
I got a fucking life, okay? I can't be here for you to ride the fucking ponies all the time. All right? I want to go out on Saturday.
I gotta go play the ponies.
I gotta go play them. This horse has got a race or it's glue. Okay? You think I'm gonna stud it out? No. I'm gonna fucking glue it.
You hear me, Strawberry Fields, you piece of shit? You better run.
It's like, I'm a mother. It's dry as shit out here. It's so stupid.
Anyway. Is this illegal or?
And what? No, anyway. So they're in this room. Fucking quarterly dad's really upset. Fucking Pex is just like cool as a cucumber still. And they find a desk. They turn the video back on and it's different now.
Well, they find the desk and there's like, oh, look, there's a padlock. Look for numbers. Yeah. And I was like, it's always look for numbers.
And then he looks up at the fan that the dad was mad at. And he's just like, I need a mirror. I subbed for a physics teacher one time and he taught me this trick. And I was like, if you're subbing for the teacher, how are you talking to the teacher? How is he showing you tricks? You're his sub. He's not there. Do we want to rethink this one movie?
What's up, movie? Your fucking call.
Do you want to fucking think about it again? You want to go back, do another draft maybe?
Check your science movie. It's all kinds of fucked up.
So he fucking flashes this mirror around the room like he doesn't know where the fan is. Dude, like he hits everyone in the face. He's like,
ask the angry dad where the fan is.
Fan. Yeah, angry dad, like, it's up, motherfucker. It's up. It's pissing me off. Make it stop. He's like, I'm just gonna, flash a light on it. No one watches this fucking movie still. They get the numbers somehow in order, even though the fan's going, and they're just like, this must be it. I mean, it's a 5-bladed fan, but fuck it. There's no gap in the numbers.
Yeah, but you don't know which number starts it off. Exactly. Like, that's when I saw that. I was like, so how do you know which one leads the road? You're going to have to try every combination. They're like, nah, man, the first one was the right one. Why try all of them? And I was like, oh, touche.
And I thought like when they went back that he might try it backwards. Like he had some epiphany of like, oh, if I do this backwards, the results will be different.
No, dude, because the characters don't do anything or learn anything. No. They just do stuff.
Yeah. So they got it open, and then it's another key, of course.
Oh, by the way, everyone, there's no tension. There's no beat the clock. There's no monster after them. I mean, I know everyone comes home on every once in a while. The inventor's going to be like, hey, I guess I'm going to come home and kill you guys. There's nothing like that. When Karen goes into the rolling meat locker thing, there's like an old crispy burnt guy that moves, and she's just like, awake, awake, awake. I was like, no, bitch, he's coming for you. Like, what are you? You're not doing anything.
You escaped the room wrong. Okay, Karen? All right. They don't know where you are to make you whisked away. And and then so we keep cutting back to her in the meat locker, and there's just like this figure standing outside the door, moving back and forth, breathing real heavy. That's it, everybody. And then the creepy burnt guy slowly moving its hand towards her. And I was like, are we going to do anything with this? It
And
happens for
Dustin, why
so
didn't she
long.
get out? Like, is she?
I know. I was
I'm
like,
sure
I think the
she's
thing's
stuck in a
gone.
rock and a hard place kind of
I
situation.
don't think she knew how to get out.
But
I would have just held hands with the creepy burnt thing. But like, here you go. This feels nice.
hey,
It's kind of cold in here.
you need some Jergens. You're real dry. It is the winter months.
Like a lot.
Do you know where I'm at?
Where is this place, you think? Where do you think they put the phones? Huh? Do you
It's just so stupid, dude.
Why is the lower part of your sheet raising up now?
Oh, because I feel like making love.
She's like, I have that effect on all the men in this movie.
Yeah. Boner Patrol.
So they get out of the room, but then
Boner Patrol, I'm glad you asked, Dustin, is about a bunch of new police recruits fresh out of the academy. And they got to do this. There's this giant, like, Italian mob's going to rob this bank. And the only one that can take care of it is Boner Patrol, because the rest of the police force has upset tummies because Boner Patrol got to the kitchen and, made some bad gumbo.
5-alarm chicken.
Yeah,
chili. 5-alarm chili.
Yeah, with raw chicken. So now everyone's sick. But now, like, these Hans
killed us, Boner Patrol. You fucking killed us. It's raw.
Yeah, the whole police force is on the toilet, and Boner Patrol's the only one to stop them because they're trying this new vegan thing because they thought they'd get more chicks with it. And so Hans Gruber's robbing the bank, and Boner Patrol's got to saddle up, but they just keep getting boners, so they can't really run or think or do anything. They go
like
to shoot.
Question marks when they're walking. They're just like, "Come on, just walk like a question mark." They won't be able to tell.
Yeah.
And one lady's like, "Ew, look at them with all their boners." And he's like, "Oh, they can tell. They can tell. Run, run."
Oh
run.
Yeah, like they just. One guy used to be really fast, and then he gets a boner and he can't run. One dude has like a ammo belt on to like do a lot of damage, but he gets a boner and it falls, and all the bullets go off. Shoots himself in the leg and the boner. So it's crazy.
It'll never be the same again.
Yeah, and then he gets fixed, and he's like, "It is the same."
But now I got this wicked scar. You think ladies are into that?
Yeah, it's got like
not on the dick, dude.
It's got a red eye like the Terminator. So they call him Terminator Boner now. Yeah,
I think they'd call him Term Bone.
Yeah, I like it. Or Bone 800, the B800.
Well, guys, it's like, I'm just gonna call you the magic one. All right, that's too far.
I'm gonna call you Robo Dick.
Uncalled for.
Bro, you broke the boner code by calling me a dick. Yeah, that's wait, is that this movie?
No.
Jeez.
No, this movie, the dad has left everyone behind him.
Karen.
And then Andrew's quick to follow behind him.
You ever play Heavy Rain?
Heavy Rain, yeah, he's totally
Jason. Has anyone seen my son? Jason. PlayStation.
Follow the red balloon. Disappointing PS3. Wait till the PS4.
Jason.
Yeah. Oh, give it away for free and you'll still be disappointed.
Oh, play Detroit if you're gonna play anything. Become Human. That at least had some real fun parts where you're like, whoa, edgy.
But yeah, and then the door slams shut. Boobs McGee birthday girl is still on the other side, and the dad goes, "Where do we get a lid to prop the doors open?"
Yeah, I was like your own character's like, this sucks.
Yeah, their own character's like, we're still stupid, guys.
So basically,
we need to work on this as a team, but like the team's dissolving, so no.
So the dad is separated. Andrew's separated. He finds Karen because Karen's like, "How'd you find me?" He's like, "Dude, because you're yelling like an idiot." And she's like, "I don't know if I should trust you." He's like, "Oh, bro, now you don't trust me?"
Yeah, she wasn't yelling though.
Well, she was yelling awake like a psychopath.
Oh, yeah.
But
we're not there yet. We're still in the room with the girl.
Oh, I just want to cut to this really quick because it bothers me. So she doesn't go to the Andrew guy because the door closes behind Andrew as well. So we have these two characters together. He's not like, "Hey, we went to another room and I lost track of your dad and birthday girl." And she's like, "Oh yeah, well there's a half dead guy here that almost touched me, but I guess he's dead."
Yeah, she's like, "I'm never gonna bring that up. Like that trauma, I'm sealing it away."
And oh, by the way, this other creepy entity force thing kind of forced me in this room, so I wanted to hide from that. But then I also met the boner boy in there, and it's really weird. And he's like, "Oh, maybe we should just look for a clue to get out of here." Oh, that's not it.
Maybe I
That's
should check out the boner guy. You think the
yeah.
boner guy's dead? Maybe I'm the
Maybe
boner
he
guy.
has a clue, or oh no, that's just whatever named Josie's earring that looks like a key. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
When's there?
he's like, there's the key over here. I'm like, I don't know. It's key shaped. Try it on something, motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Take it
it's like,
with you. Don't
dude,
just leave it there.
yeah, it was so crazy. And they're like, oh, here's a
Yeah.
toilet. It's got to be in there.
Okay, but go back to the girl. You're getting way too far ahead. We gotta talk about her.
So birthday girls, well, this is the
This
this
is
is
a
the
dumb part.
which
She
one?
starts watching the video and seeing herself in the video,
Right,
looping in the video.
right.
And then
She loops.
they're like, fucking Boost McGee, hurry up. And she's like, guys, I doesn't communicate. I'm seeing myself on film and I'm very confused.
She should have been like, hey, come here. You need to look at
Yeah.
this.
Don't leave yet. And maybe like hold on to the key for a second. Instead, she's just like, and she's been like the most escape room like smart, and then all of a sudden she's just like, I don't moving pictures are difficult.
Well, she does exactly what happens to her in the film. She follows where the other characters went, and then she comes out on the other side.
Yeah, she keeps going through these doorways and is like
It's just like
teleported.
it's like these kind of curtain things hanging. She steps past one and she comes back out the other backside. You see it all in one shot. And this is the part I was like, oh, this is interesting. Are we doing something now?
No, we're gonna do this for another 5 minutes.
And they do a fun thing where they shoot her from behind and she goes through just in time to see herself pop out on the other side. So she's just keeps looping. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, why would she loop here? Is this where she dies? Because I kept thinking this was like a purgatory thing, like everyone's dead, they're bound to repeat this over and over and over. And that's kind of what it is. But
I
you're
mean, but then she finds Tyler, and Tyler is doing
he,
more great acting.
he's
And
hanging. He's hung from
hanging.
he's hanging from a noose.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh no. And then the phone rings.
The phone that wasn't on the receiver and no one put it on the receiver is now on the receiver and accepting phone calls
And
from
then
herself.
she picks it up, and then it's her from the beginning of the movie going through the phone, giving it to Tyler, and she's so sad that the basically birthday girl we're following is so sad that she saw Tyler hanging, I guess randomly because when he escaped, he just ended up in a noose.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Let me talk to him." Not, "Hey, listen to me. This is what's going to happen." You know what I
Listen
mean?
real closely. The shit's fucked. Here's what you need to know. Okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna speed run this shit.
So
Here's the codes. Here's what you do. Don't let Tyler leave the room. Instead, she's like,
yeah.
Tyler, run. Run, you big giant fucking baby. Because
Yeah.
that seems to have worked because he's dead in the
because
room with me.
exactly. So it doesn't work. You don't break the time loop or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't tell yourself I get it. You're traumatized. You see that, but you should be like, you're good at escape rooms, but you're bad at sci-fi.
And acting and love.
Yeah. And then she slips and falls and a bunch of stuff.
Then she starts seeing like hands and shadow hands in the curtain. And we've
Mm,
seen the shadow hands a couple times and it's
yeah.
not explained or done well. And she starts smacking away the curtains, and then she climbs a stair, like a ladder leading to a window, and then the fan like dusts up a breeze or something.
Febreze.
Yeah, and she just falls back and then hits herself on the head with this cup that had a knife in it, and she's dead because the knife goes through her eye.
It was really elaborate.
Yeah,
I would
for
just
someone to just fall to their death.
yeah, just fall off and break your neck on the desk. I'd have been fine with it.
Just I don't know. Don't do a kill this way. It was dumb. I was like, well, this is the second kill, and we didn't see the first kill. It happened off camera, and this is the first one we're seeing, and it sucks. All right, well, I hope we find a severed hand in the toilet soon, and they do, because we're back in the room with Andrew and the daughter.
And then we find
Aaron.
another key.
Yeah, we find another. Well, here the toilet thing was dumb So Andrew finds the hand. They both get scared. Again, they're the only two people scared because no one watching the movie would be scared. And she's like, I'll do it, Andrew. You fucking pussy. You gotta send a woman to do a man's job. And he's just like, okay, all right. I mean, I'm an equal rights person. I don't think you should be calling me a pussy. That seems
equal rights toilet digger.
Yeah. I was just like, he's already put his stink hand in there. Fucking why do you need to saddle up too? Just fucking get the hand out of there. And they're just messing around in some doo-doo, and they finally fucking find a key. And it leads to some vent thing. And then they're just like in the vent
he
talking about
snatched.
life. He gets snatched and killed off camera. You're just like, okay, I guess bye.
And then it just shows the vent they went into or something, and a bunch of goo goes through the vent. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I was like, what killed him?
I don't know, man.
What are we doing, movie? What was that? Is she fine? What did she do in response to that? I don't know. Cute quarterly dad who's wandering around trying to open the same 4 fucking doors, yelling Karen still.
He finally takes a break from yelling Karen. There's this like real bullshit picture hanging there, and he just is totally entranced by it. Yeah. And all of a sudden, dude, he's like pissing in a river in the middle of nowhere. He's like, bro, I was holding that in.
He's just outside.
And then there's a lady. And I was like,
Lady of the Lake. And quarterly dad is so thirsty. Hard up. Yeah, he's so thirsty for fucking a touch from a woman that this motherfucker's like, I will make out with Lake Lady. Okay, she just popped out of the water. And
I was okay with it. I was like, you know what, man?
Yeah, she wasn't even like anything to write home about, though. I was just like, why is this guy like get so thirsty? Like, damn, he does.
Dude, because he's why? That's the exact reason why.
He's so desperate. Like, the dress she's wearing is not flattering. She dries instantly. Her hair sucks. She's pale as fuck. And he's just
like, I came from a river.
He's like, tug my balls, please.
This is the first date.
And this could have been cool. She starts like kissing him, and then chains are just around him.
I thought that I was like, the inventor.
Oh,
I was like, oh, she invented this chain trap, and he's stuck in the picture. And before he went to the picture, there was this muddy goop, muddy river goop.
But they just keep doing these like jump cuts of more chains around him, and I was like, oh, it would have been cool if he like invested some money in showing like her hand turning into a chain around him, or dude,
just have the chains, just reverse the shot and like rewind the film, have the chains on him, then reverse like it's going on top of him and burying him with. I thought it was going to pull.
They probably tried it, and he kept act backwards, and they were like, no, dude, just fuck. Keeps acting backwards. I don't think he knows what he's doing. He's just like, is that good? And they're just like, no, you don't. Is it too late to recast him? It is, isn't it? This is the last scene.
We've literally shot 99% of the movie.
All right, that's fine. You know what? We're just gonna stand there, just pretend like chains are on you, please. Can I get some real chains for his neck? All right, thank you.
Yeah, dude. And then he kind of snaps out of it, and he wakes up, and he has the mud on his feet, and I'm like, oh, cool. So he was there. What is going on?
Yeah. So
what does that have to? What does that have to do with the time loop, though?
Yeah, I don't know, because then he's just like, I made those mud prints, but doesn't say it out loud to like acknowledge it. He's just kind of like, why are my feet wet? Did I just get laid? Did I get to 1.5 base with her?
No,
I
dude.
think I did. I'm gonna tell Karen.
You got to the parking lot and you were asked to leave.
He's like, I'm gonna tell her I got to 1.5 base. I'm practically a second baseman.
He just sniffs his pinky. He's like, yeah, you still got it. He's like, oh,
and then he scratches his own ass, and he's just like, oh, wait a minute. That's fine.
Still counts.
He's like, it could be my first base.
He's like, oh, dude, what rules are this? What rules are these?
I'm playing T-ball rules.
Jesus Christ.
And so then
wait, so that's the problem, man. This movie doesn't pick a lane.
Yeah, I will say the shot going into with the picture frame, that was the only shot of the movie I liked.
With the wall falling down kind of thing.
Yeah, I was just like,
okay.
But then when it like fell down and they just were straight up outside and that was it, and I was like, oh, that part sucked. But when it fell down initially, I was like, oh wow, what the fuck movie am I watching right now? Like I forgot for a second because I was like, oh, that was actually good.
Yeah, I mean the
And now
movie.
it's bad.
There's not a big budget here. There's not a lot of effects. So what they're doing is
There's a
pretty
lot of
limited.
gears though.
There's a lot of like this real funky CG cut thing, but it's not it's a made for TV movie, right?
Yeah.
So
And I forget how Karen and Dad reunite, but they do. And their plan is to go back through because they notice one of the clocks. Oh no, they're back in the projector room,
mhm.
and they find all the dead people, and he's just like, "This is relocked," and he looks up at the alarm clock flicking thing, and he's
No,
just like,
oh,
"Well, that's
there's the
I mean, that's
padlock.
what
He
it,
looks at the ceiling fan.
well, no, no, but the clock,
The
countdown
room,
clock,
the game clock. Yeah.
yeah, is flicking like back and forth. That they have 5 minutes left and 35 minutes, 5:35. I think he's just like, read me the number. Or he just breaks the fan because he's just like, I'm fucking angry, Dad. Now, ugh! I told you I'd be back for you, fan.
It was close enough for an AC being on. He didn't like it.
He's just like, fucking old houses don't have thermostats, so you gotta get angry at fans. He's like, read me the number. She's like, how do you know which order that it'll work? He's like, I've been here before. And then it works. They get the key. They go back out, and they go backwards and then forwards, and then I'm just gonna guess there, Kevin, because I was just like, what is happening? Like, why are they going through this backwards or forwards again? Like, it didn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
And then they just end up in the fucking bathroom, and then
As
they
we
jump
all
into
do.
the stall because they're just like, oh my god, Karen's about to come in. We can't have her see us.
The bathroom at the diner, everyone.
Yeah,
Instead
the
of
bathroom.
opening the door, going, "Karen, it's me from the future. We're fucked. Kill yourself now."
She's like, okay.
She sticks her head in the toilet. I just had that beefy burrito.
No, she had the
Cobb salad,
yeah, with
iceberg lettuce.
Betsy's nasty cooch dressing.
Whoa! Get that at your local grocer.
And then they make us rewatch painfully the scene
worst-
of Karen at the sink.
Like that bathroom didn't even belong in that diner, dude. It had some
No.
creepy old single bulb thing, and I was like, "Where are we?"
Yeah.
I don't
Neither
know.
stall had a light. I was like, Betsy's in there shitting in the dark. Like hardcore. That's why she didn't wash her hands, because she put her hand in the toilet on accident. She was like,
Been there.
that counts.
Everybody's been there once or twice.
Yeah, but they made us watch the entire shit ass scene again.
And then, like, why did they drop a quarter? Was Dad going to call somebody?
That was the key.
Oh, no, the key.
Yeah.
But I thought it rolled.
That they
Oh,
needed.
whatever.
It did. It did, Kevin. It did.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
And then we see her put on the necklace, and the dad and her just like, she's like, don't look, this is embarrassing.
The dad
And
should have
he's
been like, "Oh, fuck it, finally." That Karen
Oh,
turns.
you
All the
fucking-
Karens turn
you've
around.
been wearing it this whole time, Karen? Oh my God, I'm so moved as a father. And I was just like, what? Who cares? Who cares that she's wearing a fucking necklace now? Who fucking cares? Movie. Fuck you. And then the dad shows up. He's just like, come on, Karen. She's like, oh, come on, come on. Give me 5 fucking minutes to breathe, man. Fucking quarterly dad asshole. He's just like, oh, shit.
You've been in there for an hour and a half. Did you need some help
He's
flushing?
like, they keep asking me to bust the table. So, like, come on.
They're
let's
closing,
go.
hon.
She's like, Betsy didn't wash her hands. Okay, I'll go talk to her about it. I guess. If I her supervisor now, I don't even know.
Well, come out, honey. Well, I own the diner now. You were in there for so long.
I just bought it. I sold some crypto. I got it.
Boom.
And then they come out and they like wait. They're like, wait a couple beats. We don't want to follow ourselves too closely. And they walk out. They look at Betsy. Betsy doesn't look at them because she's too busy. She doesn't want to make eye contact because they know
Shitty
that she
tip.
doesn't watch.
They just run out.
They look at where they sat, and then they have a flashback monologue of them repeat. It's an escape room. We should go. Your kid, you fucking kids love this shit, don't you? And she's like, I don't know, Dad. You're kind of lame.
Oh, maybe
And I
we'll
was like,
go to the
what are
putt
we
putt.
doing? Yeah. And then they get out and she's like, Dad, the car. And they just like look around and just like cheese it over there. They find a note. The mechanic was like, it was real bullshit. I fixed it.
He's like, you just
Yeah.
needed gas.
Yeah, you didn't leave me your number though. And no one told you to leave. Could have been gone already.
I heard you
He's
bought
just like,
that diner.
this guy's really busted my balls on this fucking car, you know?
You should lower the price of the grilled cheese. That's my favorite.
He's like,
This guy wrote a long note.
keys inside, by the way. I'm not going to tell you the location in case someone
It's
else
always
finds
in
this
the
note.
visor.
It's always in the visor. He gets in, does not check the visor. He's just like, ha ha ha, we made it. Starts to look at it. He's like, all right. And then he doesn't even understand how ironic it is that he goes, look for a key. This motherfucker has said, look for a key. That's aside from Karen and Hun.
Dude, he got
all throughout this
you know
movie.
What? He did good, man. Shouts to him for doing absolutely nothing in the dialogue game and just getting paid.
Yeah. And then Karen's just like, Dad. And now who's not listening, Karen? How's it feel, Karen, to fucking say something and just, no one responds to you?
Yeah.
Does it feel good, you motherfucker? Because that's what you did to the movie. All right.
Yeah. Enjoy.
And then someone put a shitty lock on the glove box, and I'm like, just pop it open. Just fucking pop it open. That's easy. It's a glove box. You can break a glove box open very easily. That's why they don't even bother locking them half the time anymore. Come on now. Just pop it open. And then they zoom in on the fucking
ignition.
The ignition, and they've retrofitted an old ass lock on there. Bullshit. Movie's over.
No escape room. You think the key was like what, under the gas pedal or something?
It was probably in the glove box. But what's the combo, Kevin? Search for some numbers. Okay, I remember the numbers on the speedometer.
The license plate, speedometer,
with boobs.
Radio station.
So type in 80085. It's only 4 digits. All right, just type boob. Just do boob. Holder. Cup holder seems to have a spill in the shape of a 5. No.
You got to turn the AC on. You got to get the frost off the glass.
They can't turn the AC on. They need the key, Kevin.
Oh, they're trapped forever.
So what's your theory on this? Because I will be honest, I gave this movie no thought after I was done watching it. I did not care because I feel like when they start going forwards and backwards in the rooms and they said it's like an echo, I was like, no, it's not. You're going forwards and backwards. How's that an echo?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense, movie. So I was like, they didn't run into anyone else either. I was like, when do you run into their echoes? Any reason you didn't run into their echoes, movie?
Doesn't reverberate throughout. I don't know. Like, I literally in the very beginning thought they were dead, and this was kind of just their purgatory, that they were just doomed to repeat kind of thing, and we would learn more about the characters and why they were so shitty and why they were forced to repeat it. Because they do, like they said, they try to do the creepy stuff in the beginning. She wanders in, like, it wants to do these kind of creepy things, like tonally. When it comes to a horror movie, it doesn't have any direction. It's just like a mesh of ideas with the escape room theme over it. And it's kind of like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Is it like, is this is there a supernatural entity chasing them? Why is it them? Why were they all brought together? Like, there's just it's more questions, and it does some things where I'm like, oh, that's cute. That's a cute little thing, like the looping when she goes through the curtains, I didn't mind that. It was visually,
but that was very goosebumpy too, like you said. Felt like a goosebump story.
And that's the thing. Those are like the moments I kind of was like, oh, that's cute. Like the car having the key, kind of like, ha ha ha, you're fucked forever. This never ends. Yeah. I was like, okay, that's fine. But to like what end? Like, why?
Yeah, like
how are they?
Okay, so is the inventor going to find them? Yeah.
Like, because you try to be too cute by leaving the house. You broke the rules to quote unquote your own escape thing. So are they escaping their own failures in life? Are they, are they doomed? Yeah, what are you trying to tell me? Is this a hell? And it was just in the embodiment of the house. But
Yeah. It's just we don't have any clear definition of what or who the inventor is or why they matter to the story. Just that
exactly.
they're the boogeyman. But are
Yeah,
they? And
it's
then what are
just
all the shadow hands? I don't know.
is it
Is it
them?
supernatural? Is it them? Yeah, like what
That's
is
what I
it?
thought. Is it them going over the same parts already? Like, oh, I know I look here, but then I go running in this part, so my hands go across the wall. But
Yeah.
they don't take the time to show me the quote unquote echo parts
Yeah.
that the character series that I'm following would experience. They did it once with the phone, and then they kind of go, "Did you get it?"
Did you get
And
it?
then
Because
and
that
then they
we really don't know what else to do with it.
and then they do it in the bathroom, going, "The movie's over," and you're like, "Okay." Like
Yeah.
like I said, it just has no direction. It wants to do a lot of little things. It felt like they had just a couple of fun ideas they wanted to do, but then when they went to go to shoot the motherfucker, they were like, I don't know, man. We got to make
It's
this
just
an hour
starting
and
not to
30
make
minutes.
sense. How about they go to the horseback riding, but they can't? That sounds like a real fucking quarterly dad move. Oh man, my
Well,
quarterly dad did to me all the time.
and I know you want to push the narrative, right? But you got to have like, why do I care about
Gotta
these
have a narrative.
characters? Yeah, like, are
It
they
just
there to like? There's movies. I don't know if you've. There's a movie called Red Room. It's a Japanese movie, and they're kind of just put in this room. Whoever they play this thing called the King's card, and
yeah,
whoever survives the King's card wins all the money, right? Because everyone heard about this game. You had to like know a guy that it kind of led you to this dude that would be like, "Oh, you wanted to play? Here's your invitation." And everybody's there because they have financial stress, right? They're going to either they're losing their livelihood, right? And it's just the five of you. You deal out the cards face down. Whoever you all flip the cards at the same time. Whoever has the king card gets to say what the game is, and the room's filled with just some random hardware stuff. And whoever doesn't want to play the game is out, and you're done. Or they tap out, whatever it is, and then they start doing like vile things to each other, and it goes up and up and up and up until you're the last person. Like you keep raising the stakes of doing like disgusting, painful, whatever it is.
hmm
There's a couple in there, a wife and a husband, and the stuff they do to each other because they're both in this horrible situation. I know why they're there. You know what I mean? And I knew
yeah,
why they're there in a second. And their relationship is explained to me in their dialogue as they go back and forth, but I'm still watching the story advance. I'm still watching the characters grow and go into this dark, 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 dark place. And I'm like, oh my God, they love each other, husband and wife. They're willing to put each other through this pain. And just because of in the real world, they're going through pain, financial pain. They're going to lose everything they know in their life, that boundary, all these little things. That's just in the dialogue. This movie doesn't do any of that. Like
yeah. There's
it
no
just
dialogue,
hangs
no
out. It just
useful dialogue.
yeah.
Like my issue, like I have several issues. Like there's no point to Jodie. She's just a MacGuffin when
Hmm.
needed. Um, the setup is just dumb. You don't like any of the characters. There's so many different elements at play that there's no cohesion, and there's just at the end of the day, there's no rhyme or reason for anything happening. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't. They can't even clarify to these characters if this is a game or not. You know, they're
Yeah.
just like, just play the game, and like, no, at no point does Jody go, "Hey, you're playing the game," you know,
Yeah,
and shit's gonna get real.
if Jody was like, "Here, you guys are all here for a reason. I know you guys want to make your bond stronger as a dad and a daughter, and
Yeah,
I know you want to make your love stronger as a couple, and it's her birthday. It's to celebrate her love or whatever. And I know you're here just to kind of interact with people because you're so closed off and working well with, you know what I mean? Whatever.
he's
What
like,
the
you don't fucking know me, Jody. He starts crying. He's like, God damn,
Yeah,
she
like
got
that.
me.
You're like
Yeah.
if you would have just gave me anything like that, so they have to kind of call upon those challenges amongst themselves to
Well, it's like
defeat the room.
they
That's
can't even
stupid.
like they're making this whole beat the clock thing too that they completely abandoned by the second room. They're just like, nah, fuck the clock.
Yeah, they mentioned it one other time after they go fuck the clock, and then she's
Yeah,
like,
when
"Oh,
the clock starts up, when they go in the third room, they're just
well,
like,
she's like, we still
yeah,
have time," and
game's
I was like,
on.
Like, what happens if you don't?
Yeah.
Do you just end up in the bathroom out to reset? That's what I thought. I was like, well, did they reset it?
You
And I
get
was like,
hung out to dry with Tyler.
yeah. And I was like, I don't understand how you could tease a sequel or more of this when I didn't even know what the first batch was.
Exactly. It's just like it was almost like they were hoping, like, give us more movies. We'll tell you everything. You want to know about the inventor? And I was like, I don't. You didn't give me any reason to want to know about the inventor.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought
you didn't give me any reason to want more of this. So you
at all.
barely gave me a reason to finish the fucking thing.
I mean, like the other two proper escape room movies, the theater releases or whatever, like those are just terrible shit and trash, right? But they fall more into the schlock category where you
Hmm.
could see what they're trying to do. Hey, you guys are in a room, you beat it, we lose some people, it's life or death. It's like Saw, but you go into each room,
Yeah.
there's puzzles, you beat it, who's doing it, what's doing it. Okay, they figure it out. There's a rich bad guy doing all these things. Okay, great. Oh, we did it again. It's a tournament of champions. We took all these assholes, we brought them all together for one big LOL. And you're like, okay, this is terrible. I'm gonna watch it. But it knows what it is. They know it's stupid, it's terrible, but at least it knows. And that's the only thing and that's one of the biggest thing this movie doesn't do. It doesn't know what it's doing. The other escape room movies, they know what they're doing, quality aside, opinions aside of it. At least it's compact and a little poop sandwich that you snack on. You go, you know what? It's okay to watch these movies because they're fun and mindless, and I just whatever.
It's just one poop sandwich.
What could it hurt?
Oh, they got a sequel to the poop sandwich? I'll try it too.
Yeah,
I'm in the hospital.
you know, it's no escape room, Dustin. This is where it lies. It's on your Netflix. It's a big pass for me. Go if you're just hankering for this subgenre of horror that is escape rooms. I don't know how we got here, but it's better than the torture porn stuff because that stuff was getting old quick. Um, it's a big pass though. There's
It's a
better
pass for me as
versions
well.
of this. It's just a bad narrative, bad everything.
Yeah.
Just a bad experience.
It really
It's a
was. It was a boring experience too.
oh, it was. I nodded off a couple times. I had to snap back up. And like, oh shit, what happened?
What
Nothing.
happened? Anything important? Nope, just as confusing. Got it.
Yeah.
Actually, did I miss anything at all? But no, you didn't miss anything at all because you listened to the whole episode of Let's
Yeah.
Movie. If you enjoyed this episode, we encourage you to find us, listen to us on whatever platform you enjoy. We're on YouTube, we're on Buzzsprout, we're on anywhere you get your podcast. You can find us on social media, give us some recommendations, say hi, just give us a follow, whatever. Fucking life's hard. We don't need to hear from you if you don't want to talk. That's fine. Otherwise, I'm Kevin. No, I'm not. I'm Dustin. He's Kevin. Takes away.
I can't beat that.
Fucking dumbass I am.